The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. On the run, it's Frazier. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. There he goes to the right. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Lagway. It's caught. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a pull.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Georgia won the SEC a season ago, but face-planted in the playoff largely due to their offensive issues. But Kirby Smart is certainly reloaded at the skill positions.
I've reloaded, and obviously the quarterback spot was an issue all last year and then down the stretch. And now, interested to see how the page turns with Gunnar Stockton at the helm. Does it bounce back offensively? Do they look like the Georgia of old?
Yeah, this is an expectation, obviously, that Kirby Smart has created of excellence. And they've done really great high school recruiting. Obviously brought in some key players through the portal as well. You know what this is going to look like. A physically dominant team on both sides of the ball, but that QB position, that's the key.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. That's reeled in, it's Branch. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy...
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
No sign of the field goal team. They'll go for it on fourth and short from the 28. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Finding an escape route. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback.
There he goes! At the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. Snags it. And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
Defense has got to do a better job of crowning this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Grabbed behind the line, it's Livingston. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. There he goes. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
He might want another play. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Snagged in the middle, it's Webb. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us 1st down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side now. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Georgia! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play at the back half.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Back to throw, it's Flagway. They're setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Now, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
The Gators will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and is picked off.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
That's caught. It's Bell. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks. It's Bell. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Dogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. Now rolling to the left. Bought a little time, lets it go. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback will keep it. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. The quick out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He'll pull it down. Plows through the defense. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, sweet feet. Inside the 30. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him.
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Looking for a man, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Branch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very...
There he goes! Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Took care of it himself. Got room at the 35. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Skips away from pressure. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. A run for the quarterback. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did. not.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop by the D.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading.
Oh, he's got some space. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Muscling ahead on 30 short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Georgia sent out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Throwing right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try.
How about this? A fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.